All right, so we're at the park. This is where Brooke comes like every day, and the hill is gnarly. I will show you guys, but I'm already like, my shins are already burning. I think I'm gonna take the stroller on the way home.
You keep me on my feet. I'll move to the beat, my favorite song. Keep it on repeat. Please don't let it fade. Just say you want. I follow every sound. Just say you want. I won't let you down. So we can dance through the night. Keep it tight. You're my melody. No, we don't need to think.
All right, so it's starting to rain, and that's not good when you have a lot of camera gear and a kid. All right, trying to give you a look at the rain. Yeah, it's definitely coming. There's some on the lens cap. Whew. All right, time to get home.
You've got what I want.
All right, so we made it back from the park. Just figured you guys were worried, wanted to make sure that you knew we're okay. We didn't drown, torrential rain pour. My beanie. Yeah, I can't exactly wring it out, but it's soaked. So I figured this would be a good chance to show you the new gear bag that I got. It's the THULE Aspect, I want to say. I'll show it to you, but it rained pretty good on us. We had, I don't know, like maybe a half a mile to go, and that whole time it was pretty good rain. So let me show you the bag, and I'll show you actually the replacement bag, or the alternate bag, my gear bag that has everything in it versus this THULE. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. THULE, whatever, backpack. I know I'm saying that right. But my old bag, I think it's a Case Logic, great bag. It stores all my camera gear, really no room for anything else, versus this bag actually has a little bit of room so I can store jacket, lunch, kids lunch, you know, anything else I need, or my Field World monitor, which takes up some room, and I have no place to put that. So I would always have basically a camera gear bag, and then I'd have to take a backpack that I could put my monitor in. And now I don't have to do that. So check it out. Okay, guys, so I was right. It is the THULE, or Thule, whichever you subscribe to, Aspect. The side here has just got a good little place where I keep one of my two tripods, either a little tabletop tripod, or I can fit my Manfrotto, I think it's compact action tripod. Front zipper here is pretty cool. I can keep a little knockoff Joby, quick access to any documents, wallet, that kind of stuff. And then I also have my shoulder strap, some ear pods, and what else? I think I keep a little cord management thing in there as well. We'll get to that in a second. There's where the good stuff is. Padding's pretty good on this thing, and it allows me to keep, I think this is a 15-inch Acer Aspire laptop. Pretty good laptop. I don't use it that much, honestly. And then there's a little slat for if you want to keep a tablet or something. I just keep another cord management pouch in there. So padding's pretty good. Stays nice and tight. And it's got a it's got a strap for your hips. My hips are too big, so I don't worry about that. There's the padding, show you that it's elevated a little bit so you don't get the back sweat as prominent. Again, we'll look at the camera compartment in a second. Here's the money shot. This is why I got this bag. It's got this big pouch here in the top. I'm not going to get into the contents of that little Altoid thing there, but that's got like a little charging cord in there, some Advil, toothpicks, just random stuff, prepper stuff. All right, another cord keeper bag. I'm not going to go into the contents of that. Here is the cord, the awesome EDC pouch. I'll show you that in a second. The charging cables for my laptop. And then this big space right here, which actually can open up all the way if you didn't want to use this as a camera bag. Here's like a 2 terabyte hard drive. Keep that with me. Little knife. And then just a notepad. But you can keep whatever you want in there. There's a little key keeper as well. Good storage. Not too much organization there, but enough to store what you need. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into the camera compartment. I actually robbed Peter to pay Paul. The orange did not come with it. I took that out of an old camera bag that I have. I can store my handle for my small rig. That's pretty key. Little ball head mount, swivel mount for a cell phone. So yeah, nothing too big right there. Here's the main compartment where I put the camera. Obviously, I'm using the camera right now. An extra lens. I think that's my 30 millimeter Sigma. Love that lens. And here is my son, who's also in this voiceover. So cute. Hi, Lincoln. Okay, here's the bag that was replaced. Actually, I still use this bag, but this is the Case Logic. Don't remember the name of this. And my son is slamming doors. Front pouch here. Stores, there's a hard case for SD cards. Plenty of pouches here. Really hard with one hand to get that back in there. So apologize for all the time that took. More storage down below. I've got some camera straps down there. And then here's the big pouch. So you'll see here, this is why I can't really store anything else in here. There's just padding everywhere, which is super awesome. But you're not putting anything else. There's my A6000. There's a remote to my Mavic Air. There is the mighty Mavic Air. It's got about 30 minutes of flight time in about 6 months. There's the kit zoom lens that came with the A6000. Another microphone for the A6000 since it only does hot shoe and doesn't have a mic input. Here is my Zune H4n, soon to be replaced by an F4 or an H6. And then just a dynamic mic that I have in a bag, power solutions, yada, yada, yada. So you can keep anything and everything in that big bag. And then the top, which is pretty cool. One of the reasons I got this bag is because it's got this quick access. You can have a long lens on there and just shove it in there. And then top access, I think I keep a cable cord in here. And then my shoulder strap is what I typically will leave in there. So that's the Case Logic bag. All right, here is the Creator EDC. Got this. I always have EDC bags like this, just never had one for this kind of stuff. Peter McKinnon did a video on this recently. Super awesome. I keep my Manfrotto tripod in there. I've got a lav mic here. This is an Audio-Technica lav mic. Not the best lav mic, but I do have some Sennheiser G3s, but I'm not that skilled with those yet. I don't carry them around that often. Nothing else in there. Now that small rig, what I love about the small rig, it makes the A6500 a lot more ergonomic, I guess, for bigger hands, but you have tools and stuff and some extra parts and bits that I needed to keep. So I just keep that on there in case I ever need some extra parts or clips. Sharpie, always got to have a Sharpie. Power cables, so this guy can just charge directly while the battery's in the camera body, and a flashlight. You always need to have a flashlight. Light's your friend or your enemy if you don't have enough. Okay, here, the Cam Link. Love this thing. I've only used it a couple times. I plan on using a lot more next year. So I keep that in here in case I ever just need to do that. I rig for Mix Minus. Be using that a lot more this year for podcasts and remote guests. Hopefully that works out. Thanks to Ray Ortega, always showing me how to do a Mix Minus. Finally here, the Aputure. This is, and I said I was going to tell you what it was. I'll drop here. I'm actually looking at it. This is the AL-M9. Super awesome little rechargeable battery. So that's it. That's the contents of the bags, bags. And hope any of this you know, quick review. Helped you out. Love the new bag. Love the old bag. It just serves two completely different purposes. Love that little light.
So we can dance through the night. Keep it tight. You're my melody. No, we don't need to think twice. It's alright. You're my melody. You're my melody. Don't let it fade away. You're my melody. Keep it tight. Don't let it fade away.
Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. That's just a quick tour of the THULE Aspect bag and the old bag, the Case Logic, which I still really love. Just too big to carry around unless I've got to bring the drone, the recorder, just literally everything that I own can go in there besides the monitor. Just to give you guys an idea, two other things that I always carry with me. Not always. This is the Zhiyun Smooth Q. I think that's what the Smooth Q. It's the 3, it's not the 4. Yeah, Smooth Q. Good little gimbal. I don't use it as much as I thought I would. I also have that Manfrotto mini tripod, which I showed you, that's in the THULE pouch here. This can be used to stabilize the gimbal as well, so I can put that on a desktop. I've done that a few times before, but frankly, I don't need to use it as much as I thought I would. And then this case is just like an Amazon case that I bought that holds the batteries and the bracket and everything for this little monitor here, which is kind of like something you have to have if you were shooting with a Sony Alpha of any sort. The 6500, which I'm shooting on now, any of the A7s. I'm surprised that the A7 III didn't have a flip out screen. I guess it's just Sony's deal. They give you a lot, but then they don't give you that. So I don't know, maybe that keeps people shooting Canon instead of Sony. I'm sure that that has something to do with it. So, and then lastly, yeah, this Aputure light. Since I don't have lighting at the house, besides this totally flickered out Philips Hue LED light, which I love the control, I hate the flicker. So what does that matter? But the Aputure light, which is on the camera now, I'll put some notes in what that is, or maybe just say it, type it on the screen here. Great little rechargeable LED light. Does everything I need it to do. I'm in the market for some studio lights for the house. Not sure yet what those are going to be. That's it. This is the video for today. What is it? New Year's Eve? Big night planned. We're staying in because we got a 2-year-old. All right, guys. Thanks. Have a great New Year's Eve. And we'll see you next year.